Let me tell you what's going on. I mentioned this in the third hour of the program, and I want to mention it again just as an overall explanation of Obama and Obamaism. For the past couple of years, max, maybe past year and a half, Obama, and he started this at a speech in Osawatomie, Kansas, on an anniversary of a speech given in the same place by Winston Churchill. And he went out in that speech and basically said that the nation as founded had never worked, that this you're on your own economy has never worked. And by that he means capitalism. By that he means rugged individualism, self-reliance. That's never worked. Obama's point, ladies and gentlemen, is that the founding of the country was unjust and immoral economically, that it was set up by the equivalent in those days of today's 1%, a bunch of really exclusive, elite, wealthy, old white guys. And they set up this country so as to ensure their own wealth and prosperity while denying opportunities to others. And the way they did it was with this social Darwinism, this you're on your own. They knew that the vast majority of people couldn't take care of themselves. They knew. This is Obama thinking now. He's never said this, but I'm telling you, this is what his foundation for his current campaign strategy, at the root of his speeches. So it's never worked by design, because the founders are smart enough to know that the vast majority of people are not capable of fending for themselves. And they purposely set up a system where those people would suffer. And that's what happened. That's what Obama's trying to say. It's never worked. This country has never worked. Capitalism, this you're on your own business, never worked. And it's all coming to a head now. It's finally showing itself as the real failure it is now. And he's on the scene. And he's inherited all of this. Not just from Bush, but he's inherited his mess from Reagan. And he inherited this mess from every other president that carried on with this notion of you're on your own, economics is fine and dandy. And it's going to take a long time to fix it. Because the problem has been the government hasn't been big enough and hasn't been compassionate enough. And so his policies now, and they're very young. I mean, the nation's over 200 years old. Obama's policies are barely 3 years old. Some cases not even that old. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while to fix 200 years of abject mistakes. And his policies are designed to do that. His policies are going to finally provide the economic happiness, prosperity, whatever, for all Americans who have had it denied them by virtue of the founding of this country. The unfairness and the discrimination that existed for 200 plus years is now over, and Obama's in charge, and he's going to see to it that those people who rigged the system for themselves and their families 200 plus years ago now get taken care of. This is what is happening here. This is the long view. This is the view that this country is immorally founded, unjustly founded, that we've only become wealthy because we've stolen from every other nation around the world and all the other peoples. It's time we found out what it's like. It's also time for reparations. And not just in the racial sense. It's reparations for everybody who got screwed by virtue of the way the country was founded. And that's what Obama policies are all about. But you must understand that it's going to take a long time, folks, to fix 200 plus years of embedded mistakes. His predecessors created this big mess, and finally he's here, and he just so happens to need 4 more years. And by the way, after this election, like he told the Russians, after this election, all bets are off, because he's going to have much more flexibility. Where do you see social Darwinism around the world? Where do you see it? That's exactly right, Mr. Snerdley. Snerdley on the ball today. Yesterday, Snerdley was kind of halfway here, but today, on the ball. You see social Darwinism in communist socialist countries. That's where you see dog-eat-dog societies. In fact, it's only in communist countries where they actually eat dog. And it's dog-eat-dog. That's where the social Darwinism actually exists. There is no utopia. There is no panacea. It's not possible. Anyway, that's what is going on here. That's how to understand every speech Obama gives. That's how to understand every economic policy proposal he makes. If you understand what I just told you, you'll understand what he's... And you also ought to be scared to your wits' end about it. Because we really do have, as President of the United States, a man who believes this country was founded in a way that was manifestly unfair and unjust and immoral. And it's his job to fix it. And he's doing so with relish, by the way. Oh, he and his buddies love this. They love this opportunity.